All right, what if I told you that you could create some seriously professional-looking videos just by, well, just by talking? I know, for anyone who isn't a pro motion designer, that sounds like something straight out of a movie. But guess what? Today, we're going to make it happen. I'm going to show you exactly how to take this incredible idea of an AI creative partner and break it down into a super simple process you can start using, like, right now. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to walk through the exact steps to get your first video made with this setup. And I mean from scratch. We're literally starting with a totally blank folder on your computer. And by the end, you'll have a finished, ready-to-share video file. We are not skipping a single thing. You know, it's one thing to hear that, yeah, these two tools can work together. Remotion's the engine, Claude's the architect. That's a cool concept, but it's a whole other thing to know what buttons you actually have to press, right? That's the gap we're closing today. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty, the precise commands you need, and the actual workflow to make your ideas happen. And the best part, you won't even have to touch a traditional video editor. So how do you actually do it? How do you get from just an idea in your head to a finished video, especially if you're not a coder? That's the big question, right? And that's exactly what we're going to tackle. I'm going to lay out a super clear path for you to command this whole system just using plain English. And honestly, this is what's so amazing. It puts all that creative power right in your hands, with absolutely no coding needed. All right, so first things first. Every great project needs the right tools, and for this, we've got to grab a couple of key digital ingredients. Before we can even think about building our video studio, we need to get these two pieces of software set up on your computer. Let's get them. Okay, first up is something called Node.js. Now, don't let the name scare you. You really don't need to know how it works. Just think of it like the foundation for a house, or maybe the electrical wiring. It's the stuff that just needs to be there in the background so our video engine can actually run. You install it once, and then you pretty much forget it even exists. And the second tool we need is called Claude Code. And this is important. This is not the regular Claude website you might be used to. This is a special tool that lives in your computer's command line. You know, that little black window with text. This is the thing that gives Claude its superpower. It lets Claude actually reach into your computer, read your files, and write the video files for you. It's basically the secret sauce that makes this whole thing work. All right, tools are gathered. Now for the fun part. Let's build our video studio. And don't worry, we're not doing any heavy lifting. We're just going to give the computer a couple of simple instructions, and it's going to build the entire project for us, like in seconds. It's pretty cool. Seriously, it all boils down to just two little commands. First, we run npx create video at latest. That just makes a new blank project for us. Easy. Then we run npx skills add remotion-dev /skills. This is the one that teaches Claude how to actually make videos. And this, my friends, is where the real magic happens. I love this way of thinking about it. Running that skills add command, it's literally like downloading a textbook on animation and plugging it directly into Claude's brain. It teaches it all the rules, the laws of animation, timing, how to structure a scene, what not to do, everything. This one step takes Claude from being a general helper to being your very own expert video director. Okay, so our studio is built. We've got our expert director, Claude, on the payroll. Now it's time for the really fun stuff, actually creating. And remember, we're not writing code here. This is all about having a creative conversation. You're the director, and you're about to tell your assistant what to do. So, step one is the prompt. And it's super simple. You don't write code. Your job is just to describe what you want to create. Just use plain, everyday English. Tell Claude what's in your head, and it'll take that description and turn it into reality, writing all the complicated code in the background so you don't have to. So, take a look at this. A prompt like, create a 5-second intro. Use a dark blue background, fade in the text welcome over the first 30 frames. See how specific that is? We've got the length, the color, the text, even the exact timing for the fade. This is the kind of detail that lets Claude nail it on the first try. The more specific you are, the closer it's going to get to what you're imagining. Okay, so you've written your prompt. Now, how do you see what you've made? Easy. You just run one more command, npm run dev. That's it. This instantly pops open a window in your web browser and shows you your creation. No waiting, no rendering, just an immediate live preview of your work. And this is where it gets really cool. Step 3 is just refining it. Let's say you see the preview and think, the text should be bigger. You just tell Claude, make the text larger. And boom, the preview updates instantly. It's this incredible fast back and forth. You just keep the conversation going until it looks perfect. It really does feel like magic. So you've gone back and forth, you've tweaked things, and now your video looks absolutely perfect in the preview. There's just one last step. We need to turn that preview into an actual video file that you can share with the world.
And it all comes down to one last command, npx remotion-render. You type that in, hit enter, and Remotion goes to work building your final high-quality MP4 file, one frame at a time. This is it. This is the moment your idea becomes a real video.
All right, let's take a quick step back and look at what we just did. I know some of those commands might look a little technical, but when you break it down, it's actually a super simple, repeatable process that's all built on just a handful of commands. It's a whole new way to think about creating. In fact, when you really boil it all down, this entire powerful process from a completely empty folder to a finished video really just depends on three core commands. And here they are. These 3 commands are basically the keys to the whole kingdom. You've got create video to set up your studio. You've got skills add to teach Claude how to be the director. And you've got remotion render to finish the job. That's it. That's the whole shebang. So you see, this process puts you in complete creative control. You're not just hoping for a good result. You're directing it step by step just by having a conversation. Your very first video is literally just one conversation away. The only question left is, what are you going to create?